Hi there. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reynolds, and I'm one of the authors of World in Motion.
And I'm Erik Gilbert. I'm the other author of World in Motion.
Most world history textbooks make it look like we've all completely decided what happened in human history. But that's not true. Historians spend all our time arguing with each other, mostly. And a great example of that is what's called the high and low counter debate. And what this means is there's a huge range of debate over how many people lived in the Americas prior to Columbian contact. To put in a simpler way, how many Native Americans were there in 1491?
The year before Columbus.
That's right. The belief was that there were not many people in the Americas back in 1491. And this idea was that Native Americans were basically what we called noble savages. There weren't very many of them. They lived in harmony with the environment. And as a result, they had very little impact on the environment and really history of the Americas.
Archaeologists are starting to find more and more stuff, all of which suggests that there are many, many more people in the Americas than people had thought just 20 or 30 years ago.
Back when we were undergraduates, most world history textbooks would tell you that probably in 1491 there were about 2 million Native Americans throughout the Americas. That's North America, Central America, the Caribbean, Latin America, and nowadays...
And some people are pushing numbers as high as 100 million, 200 million for both continents together, which is a lot more people.
That's a margin of error of 5 to 10,000%.
So, for instance, in our understanding of the Amazon, we typically now think of the Amazon as natural. It's a wilderness unshaped by humans. But archaeologists are starting to think that the Amazon, many aspects of the Amazon, might be anthropogenic, which is to say...
That's a really good word.
Which means that it's an environment shaped by humans, specifically in terms of like people manipulating the types of trees that grow in different places and doing things to transform the soil to make it more productive.
One of the reasons why we know that there used to be cities in the Amazon 1,000 years ago is instead of looking only at European sources that say there's nobody there, we're using things like satellite imagery, where we're literally zooming up to the macro image of the Earth from space. And when you look from farther away, you see stuff that you can't see when you're right up there. When you're wandering around the Amazon, it looks like a jungle. But when you look at the Amazon from the big image of space, like the big image of world historical time, you see the change.